Good morning, everyone. It's bright and early this morning, and I have to say I'm really excited about today. It seems in the last year I've been going away less and less and less. Now I like to go to the thrift store and I do a few other things, but generally I'm at home all the time. Today we are doing a monthly shopping trip. So we are going to be doing more of a monthly shopping trip. We're going to the discount grocery store, but we are not buying the foods that you would see typically there. So those are convenience foods, which a lot of the convenience foods, not all, it's certain brand names, you gotta look, are bioengineered. You don't need to eat bioengineered food. That's not natural food. That's food with chemicals and things added in it. And if you have the choice of 2 boxes of cereal and one has it in it and one doesn't, of course, most people would choose the one that doesn't have it in it. So today we're doing a monthly shopping, and it is going to be all natural, no processed or very little processed foods. Of course, there's some processed foods, but minimally processed and not having a bunch of ingredients in it. When we go there, it takes us a while because we go through and look at the ingredients of our food before we actually buy it. And my oldest daughter is especially really immersed into this lifestyle, and it's very interesting. And it does not cost us any more money because we have a discount grocery store where we're able sometimes to get this kind of food. Recently we bought a box of cereal and hubby loved it and said that that is absolutely amazing. It didn't have a whole lot of ingredients in it, and well, it's just a different way of living. I realize that it does take a lot more time to cook because we don't have anything convenience. We don't have anything, to pop in the oven if we're hungry. We have to cook it. We have no microwave, and it is just a really fun lifestyle. But it's a lot of work, a lot of studying, and I'm realizing that there are some things I did in previous videos that I probably wouldn't do now. One of them was I just recently did a video where I was using paraffin wax. Now, there is so much controversy over that as far as that leaching into the food and stuff. I really think it's okay, but I could use beeswax. They're telling me I can use beeswax. So I will probably use beeswax from here on out when I do that kind of canning. But I'm canning with non-GMO foods, non-GMO, cornstarches and clear gels and all of that. And even the baking powder has bioengineered ingredient in it, in some kinds. So okay, everyone, let's get to the grocery store. Let's do some shopping, then I'll show you what I'm getting. So at the taping of this, I'm on day 7, and I feel really good. Like, I do feel really good. Now, is it in my head? I don't know. I just do feel better. And I think that once you get rid of the toxicity, I'm thinking about makeup now. I'm thinking about the clothing I wear. I'm thinking about the nail polish that I use. I'm thinking about all of these things. And I'm gonna share with you, I had a really bad experience because I dyed my hair a couple weeks ago. And when I dyed my hair, I felt awful. The dye, I believe, leached into my bloodstream. I don't know if it was just, in my head that I thought that it was the hair dye, or it just so happened that way, but it was going, what you put on your body is what I'm trying to say, is what you put on your skin. Your skin is breathable, and so that goes into your system as well. And I'm not gonna dye my hair that way anymore. Can I do it a natural way? I don't know. We're just gonna keep learning. So let's get to the grocery store. All right. First, going in the grocery store, I headed over to the bulk section. That food is usually healthier. So I looked at the different ingredients and different things that I wanted, and I purchased a few bulk items, which I don't really need a whole lot of because I do have a big food pantry. And then we went over and looked at all of these. Now this stuff there had so many chemicals in it, but I did see the organic beef and I got them. Once again, these whole aisles were just full of chemicals. Here's a few things that I got. I was able to get the cereal that hubby liked, and I did get a lot of this beef. And here's our daughter, and she got her things. So everything that you see here that she bought had no bioengineered ingredients in it. And it was mostly all organic. She checked every single label. So it's really surprising. You can have two same foods but different companies, and some will say bioengineered and some won't. Now, bioengineered and GMO is basically the same type of thing, but they always change the labels. Kellogg's is known to be the worst for bioengineered food. So we're going ahead and we putting everything away, and then I'll show you what I got. So it was absolutely amazing today at the discount grocery store what we were able to pick up that was healthier than what we normally would be getting. I'm going to have a voiceover because my children were all home and they were talking very loudly. So I wanted to show you what I did pick up. I picked up a couple bags of spinach. I also picked up chicken. Now, chicken could have bioengineered ingredients in it. They don't have to claim that, but on other foods, they need to claim it. So all in all, it was an eye-opening experience for me just to check the labels because I never really did that before. And I was able to get things a little bit healthier. So I'm not one of them fanatics where everything has to be, vegan or something like that. But it really was good for someone like me to just have a more conscious effort of what I was picking up and what I was buying. And I strongly suggest that for all of you. If you have two foods that are the same, check the ingredients in both those foods and see if one has less chemicals than the other. Although I'm still on my $50 a week challenge, I'm going lower and lower. I didn't spend that much. I think I spent like $46 because all the food was so cheap at the discount grocery store. This food would have been twice as much if I would have went somewhere else. But this is what I picked up today, and I can't wait to share with you a little more on this journey. Like I said, it's a challenge. And so in my videos, I share with you challenges that I go through and lessons that I'm learning. So if I talk about a certain lifestyle, like the pioneer lifestyle, the off-grid lifestyle, little house on the prairie, I talk about, eating food that's a little healthier. All of these things, they are challenges for me. Sometimes things will work out and sometimes they don't. Like for instance, I thought for sure I would get rid of all of my electric appliances. Well, some things ended up costing me money not having. And so as you see, I don't have my dishwasher, but I do have my crock pot because it saves me so much. I'm also trying to get fruit and things more local, even though that can be very difficult. I am still trying to find things like grass-fed cheese that was on sale for $1 and yogurts and things that are just not processed quite so much. And then, of course, you see that some things do have plastic. You can't seem to get away from that. But can I reuse the container those tomatoes came in? They were only 99 cents. And my tomatoes now are long been gone. And so I'm learning to reuse things over and over again. And I think that's part of it. It's a learning experience, and I share it online for all of you. I'm not an expert at anything. I can promise you that. So I can tell you now, since we're not spending as much money, it is amazing how much stuff I'm using up. And my freezers are starting to be emptier. My refrigerator is a little emptier. I'm starting to be able to dig in deep, at all the things that I have and all of the food that I have. I'm starting to realize that less is more. I got to the point where I had so much stuff that I couldn't even find it because it was so much of it. Now I can organize better and I can work on things better. What I'm showing you is I got these tea towels. They're absolutely amazing. I love them. They're made 100% cotton and they were only 99 cents. So that was a really good deal. And I got a lot of the organic beef for 49 cents. And that you will see in another video of what I'm going to do with all of it. I'm going to do things a little bit in reverse. So this morning's video will be what I'm doing with that beef broth. And then of course, this evening's video is showing you what I got. I'm reversing it a little bit because the other video will only be a couple minutes long, and that will be a bonus video. Here's that video in case you missed it of this morning.